Change the brakes and rotors on a 2013 BMW 328i is a task that can be performed at home with the right tools and some mechanic knowledge. Here are some step-by-step instructions. Here are the tools and materials you'll need. Jack and jack stands, lug wrench, brake caliper tool for C-clamp, torque bit set, T30, socket set, brake cleaner, new brake pads, new brake rotors, brake grease, safety goggles and glasses. Safety precautions. Park on a level surface. Ensure the car is parked or in gear, and engage the park brake. Wear safety gear, use gloves and safety glasses to protect yourself from debris and chemicals.
All right, I'm gonna show you how to change your rear rotors. So you got that little hole, so then that's where the rotor screws into. You got your replacement brake sensor, your other rotor, your brake ceramic pads of your choice, and your brackets. Simplest tools you need: jack, 2-ton jack. You're gonna need this to hold the car, just for safety measures, to hold the car up. After you still held that up, the breaker bar, right? And then I use 17mm socket, and I broke it while the car's still on the ground. Just barely loosened it on all 5, and now I'm gonna jack the car up and then remove the tire and rim. Take off the rotor.
Step 1. Loosen the lug nuts. Before lifting the car, use a lug nut wrench to slightly loosen the lug nuts on the wheel you are working on. Do not remove them completely. Two, lift the car.
So we're
Use a jack to lift the car and place it securely on the jack stand.
Special
Make sure the car is stable
your car.
before you begin working.
Bracket, and that is where you jack your car up underneath these mounts. Not underneath here, here, here. All right, you crack your panels and stuff. And it's just me, the cameraman, and the mechanic, the editor, everything, coder.
Continue removing the lug nuts with the ratchet tool. Remove the wheels. Remove the wheel nuts. Completely take off the wheel.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
4. Remove the brake caliper. Locate the brake caliper bolts, usually 2, and remove them. Use the appropriate socket or torque bit.
Rubber hammer, but
Carefully slide the caliper off the rotor. You may need to use a flesh screwdriver to pry it off if it's stuck. Hang the caliper with a piece of wire or a bungee cord to avoid putting stress on the brake line, resulting
so
in
it's
leaking
behind.
fluid if you do not.
You go to the top of the rotor, and it's right behind. It's a bolt there and a bolt right below. Right below. Literally below this one. I'm sorry. Below this one. See? It's right there. And just lift forward. It should be right this time. So it's right on this side. If you're facing a bolt, it will be lefty loosey. It's always lefty loosey. If it's the opposite, righty loosey. Alright, that one's loosened. Gotta loosen a little bit more. Bottom one. Break it real quick. And I'll hit on this part, the end of the handle, while pushing pressure with my left hand over here. It's like an impact wrench, but manually, and that will break that. And do not strip it either. Take it off and then do the rest by hand. You socket. A lot easier with knee pads. A lot easier. Take, put your screws, put your bolts to the side, shake it up. Alright, and you inspect. Everything looks good. Just needs definitely replacement. As you can see, there's scraping on the metal. Look at that, the edges. That's not what you want to do. Metal and metal. But these pads didn't last long. But everything looks good. Later on, I'll show you guys how to upgrade your hose, your brake line. and change out your calipers or paint your calipers. All right, so we're gonna put this up here out of the way, make sure it doesn't drop. And as such, just put it up top in that corner. All right, make sure the weight is distributed on here, on here, on the arm, and on the arm. All right, so we're gonna now get your hex screw. 5. Remove the rotor. Remove the set screw, if present, that holds the rotor to the hub using a T30 Torx bit. If the rotor is stuck, gently tap with a rubber mallet to break it free from the hub. Alright. You're gonna have to shimmy her off. These are generic OEM rotors, smooth standard brakes that you'll find on most of your cars. Here's a fast recap of the caliper and rotor removal in a different way on a different side of the vehicle. Fun fact, if you break your brake sensor, you can tie the negative and positive wire together to eliminate the brake dash light.
Bring the 808 in. Hate on this.
sensor fix will not illuminate in the future. Node sensor will need to be replaced if you would like to get notification of low brake pad levels. Push in brake pistons. Clean area with brake part cleaner. auxiliary rotor is located on the rear with the emergency brake pad installed but low. Slotted rotors for aggressive race braking with a bite, less dust, and less heat.
Up the holes, find a small hole. I'm including everything out. Make sure I'm gonna spray those shields.
Rotor. Clean the new rotor with brake cleaner to remove any protective coating. Position the new rotor on the hub and secure it with a set screw. Your new rotor should have a sticker label, either labeling it left or right. Put your little baby screw back in. Your little baby screw back into the baby slot of the hole of your rotor. Your big holes, and then your little hole. Put that little screw in that little hole. Do not strip it. And then keep tightening it. Sticker. Margins on here. old worn brake pads and clips. Install the caliper bracket. Bolt the caliper bracket back onto the hub assembly. Install the new brake pads and apply a thin layer of brake grease onto the back of the new brake pads. Slide the new brake pads into the caliper bracket. Compress the brake caliper piston. Use the brake caliper tool or C-clamp to compress the caliper piston back into the caliper housing. This will create enough space for the new, thicker brake pads to be installed. Reinstall the brake caliper. Slide the brake caliper over the new brake pads and secure it with a caliper bolts.
Get that. Now we clean it up. After you compress it.
Repeat for all wheels. Repeat steps 3 through 12 for each wheel that needs new brakes and rotors. Reinstall all wheels. Put the wheels back on and hand tighten the lug nuts. Lower the car. Use the jack to lift the car off the jack stand. Remove the stand and then lower the car back to the ground. 16. Tighten the lug nuts. Use the lug nut wrench to fully tighten the lug nuts in the star pattern to ensure even tightening.
The backs. These were put on
Reverse the process, and then you're done with the install. But you're not done yet. There will be a coating over the rotors, but after braking, after you do your test braking, it will be more of a shinier color
just put these on.
than than with that coating on it. Now I have two different sets, a set in the front and a set in the back. You can check them out in the description.
Test the brakes. Before driving, pump the brake pedal a few times to ensure the brake pads are properly seated and to ensure brake pressure. Test the brakes at low speeds to ensure everything is working correctly. Final checks. Make sure all tools are removed from the work area. Verify all bolts and nuts are properly tightened. Ensure the brake fluid levels is correct. By following these steps, you should understand and now know how to fix and change your rotors and brakes on your BMW 328i F30. Congratulations.